to say those words. With you I'm safe. We're falling like the stars. We're falling in
I don't know
love.
what to say. I don't even got any face.
And I need you to know that we're falling so fast. We're falling like the stars. We're falling in love. And I'm not scared to say those words. With you I'm safe. We're falling like the stars. We're falling in love. We're falling like the stars. We're falling in love. And I need you to know that we're falling so fast. We're falling like the stars. We're falling in love. Swear to God I can't see. 4 kids and no sleep. We'll have one on each knee, you and me. And when they're grown up, you're still the girl in the club. When I held your hair up, 'cause you had too much. And I need you to know that we're falling so fast. We're falling like the stars. We're falling in love. And I'm not scared to say those words. With you I'm safe. We're falling like the stars. We're falling in love. We're falling like the stars. We're falling in love.
Welcome everyone to April and Emily's wedding day. My name is Annette Terry and I'm a wedding celebrant, and I'm really happy to be officiating today for them both. Today we're here to witness the act of love. Love is magic that has brought April and Emily together, and through that magic we're joining them today. The secret of love and marriage is to be in love and in trust. To know in your heart that you want only the best for each other. It takes dedication to stay open to one another, to learn and grow, even when it is difficult to do so. And it takes faith to go forward together without knowing what the future holds for you both. The true art of married life is an inner spiritual journey. It is a mutual enrichment, a give and take between two personalities, a mingling of two endowments, which diminishes neither but enhances both. Marriage is the joyous union of two people whose comradeship and mutual understanding have flowered in romance. Today, April and Emily proclaim their love and commitment to the world, and we are gathered here to rejoice with them and for them in the new life that they now undertake together. And so can I ask you now, please, to be seated for the next part of the ceremony. And the bridesmaids, can you all sit down, please? So what is April and Emily's story. What brought them here today on their journey of courtship and to this wedding day? So I asked them both quite a few questions, and this is what their love story is that they would like to share with you today. Emily and April met at One Stop, a shop where April worked for Emily's best friend, and which is why Emily was always in the shop. However, April and Emily probably first met when April was coming out of the stock room with a trolley which was overloaded, and she dropped the load all over the floor, which apparently made Emily howl with laughter. Their relationship over the last 7 years has been about mutual respect and putting each other before themselves. And their relationship has not only been about honesty and love, but apparently about who can beat the other at play fighting. You have both been there for each other from the beginning, been there through good times and bad, and you've both encouraged each other to lap your way through those times. So as you both prepared for this ceremony part of the wedding celebration, you reflected on what it is that you love about each other. And this is what you both said. Bearing in mind, they did complete this questionnaire in 2019. So they'll probably be as surprised as you all, as they will be now. Emily, April loves your easygoing and laid-back personality. She said that you are so normal, she sometimes worries that you aren't normal.
Said a long time ago.
And she said nothing has ever been too much trouble for you when you do something for her. April said from the first time that she saw you on Instagram, she thought you was extremely beautiful. She looked on Instagram because her boss told her that you fancied her. You actually thought it was a joke after seeing how beautiful she was. I asked April what was the most single important event in your life, and she said getting married. I asked why she chose to marry you, and she said that since being with you, she not only found her true self, but you loved her for her true self. April said if she shaved her head, or wore a bright pink wig, or wore the most awful outfit, you would tell her she looked beautiful. April said the most favourite thing she likes about you is your tooth. Well, the fang that used to stick out. Apparently, every time you were mad at her, she would make you laugh. When the fang appeared, she knew it was all good with you. April also added that since booking the wedding, you insisted on spending £2,500 on braces because you were adamant you wouldn't like the wedding pictures. Well, I hope now that you do smile lots today, because you do look lovely. I asked April to choose one adjective to describe you, Emily, and she said that you were patient. She said from the minute she wakes up, she's literally a walking ball of energy until the minute she goes to sleep. April said that you would do her head in if you were her.
She does say that.
April said that you once asked her if you would ever be together, and she couldn't answer you because of her job at the time. Later that day, Emily told you that she'd quit her job, which evidently made you realise how much you thought of her and how much you wanted to be together. I asked April how she shows you that she cares about you, and she said she does whatever it takes to make you happy, such as going from 2 animals to 6. She makes sure that you have a cooked meal every day, and if she's not home, she checks on you to make sure you've eaten. She did say that you are a terrible driver, and even if you are driving 2 minutes down the road, which she did say you should be walking, not driving, she insists that you text her so that she knows you've arrived safely. April, I asked Emily why she chose to marry you, and she said you make her the happiest she has ever been, and you bring the best out of her. Your laugh is so infectious, and you make her feel loved every single day. You appreciate her and all of her crazy ideas and support her in everything she does. You make her feel confident, and you are there for her if she's feeling down. She says she wanted to marry you because you are an absolute child in all the best ways.
But she hates
You are
children.
just the best person on this planet. Emily said her first thoughts about you when she saw you was, wow, this girl really is good looking, and I really want her to fancy me. And Emily's favourite thing about you is your entire personality. You have made her see things so differently and have opened up her mind to new things all of the time. She was so black and white before you came into her life. I asked Emily what was the most single important event in your relationship and why. And Emily said your anniversary and choosing to get engaged on that day too. It is important to her because you both make the most of the day. You make it about you both, doing the things that you both love doing. I also asked Emily to describe you in one adjective, and she said trustworthy. She said you are extremely trustworthy, not just in that she knows you wouldn't cheat on her, but she can trust you with everything that is valuable to her, and she can trust you to give an honest opinion on anything she asks. I again asked Emily how she shows you she cares about you, and she said for a start, she lets you win the play fights.
Okay, great.
She gets up with the dogs when you're not at work so that you can have a lie-in. She drags your ass to the doctors when you are not well because you're too stubborn to go. She gives you massages when your black is playing up, and she puts the heating on ready for you when you come home so you can walk into a nice warm house. I think I'd want to marry you.
Too late.
And that brings them here, a time to pause, look back and smile at all the moments that brought them here, and a time to look ahead to all of the moments that are still to come. I'm here, we're all here, because we want those moments for you both. We're here to hope with you, to support with you, to be proud of you, and to remind you that love isn't happily ever after. Love is the experience of writing this story. It's not one moment, not even this moment. It is every moment. Big ones like saying I love you, moving in together, getting engaged, but mostly a million little ones that come in between the big moments. We use the words we have to write stories and poems and songs about love. And even though we describe love in different ways, and even though love can be and look different from one person to the next, we all know it when we see it. And we most definitely see it here today. And so before we proceed to the exchange of vows and rings, can I ask Chantal to come forward and read a short poem which April and Emily have chosen for today.
Hello.
Okay. I want to be your friend forever and ever. When the hills are all flat and the rivers run dry, when the trees blossom in winter and the snow falls in summer, when heaven and earth mix, not till then will I part from you.
Thank you, lovely. Thank you very much, Chantal. And so now we come to the words April and Emily want to hear the most today, their marriage vows to each other. But before they do that, I ask you both to remember that love, which is rooted in faith, trust and acceptance, will be the foundation of your continuing and deepening relationship. No other ties are tenderer, no other vows more sacred than those you are now going to say to each other. Before you declare your vows to one another, I want to hear you confirm that it is indeed your intention to be married today. So can I ask you both, please, to come and stand in front of me and face each other and take your hands.
You're right with this? Get these. Hiya. You're crying. Right.
From this day onward, do you choose April to be your wife, your best friend and your only love? To live together, play together and laugh together. To work by her side and dream in her arms. To fill her heart and feed her soul. To always seek out the best in her. Always loving her with all your heart until the end of your forever. If say, I do.
I do.
From this day onward, do you choose Emily to be your wife, your best friend and your only love? To live together, play together and laugh together, to work by her side and dream in her arms, to fill her heart and feed her soul, to always seek out the best in her, always loving her with all your heart until the end of your forever. If so, say, I do.
I do.
So on to your vows. Emily, repeat after me. I choose you, April, to be my wife.
I choose you, April, to be my wife.
I have emptied my heart of all others.
I have emptied my heart of all others.
It is only filled with you.
It is only filled with you.
You're my best friend and my only love.
You're my best friend and my only love.
And I'll cherish you for the rest of my life.
And I'll cherish you for the rest of my life.
April, please repeat after me. I choose you, Emily, to be my wife.
I choose you, Emily, to be my wife.
I have emptied my heart of all others.
I have emptied my heart of all others.
It is only filled with you.
It is only filled with you.
You're my best friend and my only love.
You're my best friend and my only love.
And I'll cherish you for the rest of my life.
And I'll cherish you for the rest of my life.
Your wedding rings are the outward and visible sign of the inward and invisible bond which already reunites you, your two hearts in love. Can I ask who has the rings, please?
Thank you.
April, as you place the ring on Emily's finger, repeat after me. You are my life, my love.
You are my life, my love.
And with this ring I marry you.
And with this ring I marry you.
I promise to be open and honest in our partnership.
I promise to be open and honest in our partnership.
And I pledge myself to you from this day forward.
And I pledge myself to you from this day forward.
And for all eternity.
And for all eternity.
Emily, as you place the ring on April's finger, please repeat after me. You are my life, my love.
You are my life, my love.
And with this ring I marry you.
And with this ring I marry you.
I promise to be open and honest in our partnership.
I promise to be open and honest in our partnership.
And I pledge myself to you from this day forward.
And I pledge myself to you from this day forward.
And for all eternity.
And for all eternity. That's it. Baby.
Oh. We're now going to go to signing of the licence. Can the two witnesses come forward, please? I will say at this time you can take pictures. I'm sure you don't mind, do you?
Yeah,
They
that's
take
fine.
pictures, so we'll move your chairs over here for the signing of the licence.
Baby, come around here.
Aye. To you. Yeah.
Sit there, baby.
words we can put on the back of the postcard. A song that I could sing, that I could try for your heart. Our dreams, they're made out of real things, like a shoebox of photographs, secrets on loving. Love is the answer, at least for most of the questions in my heart. Where are we here? Where do we go? What comes so hard? It's not always easy, and sometimes life can be deceiving. I tell you one thing's always better when we're together.
Break.
It's always better when we're together. Yeah, we'll look at the stars when we're together. It's always better when we're together. Yeah, it's always better when we're together. It's always better when we're together. Yeah, we'll look at the stars when we're together. It's always better when we're together. Yeah, it's always better when we're together.
Yes, please.
Yes, yes.
Do our own first and then we'll get other people if you don't mind. Is that okay?
Right now, all right.
April and Emily, you have expressed your love to one another through the commitment and promises you have just made. You have kissed 1,000 times and maybe more. But today, the feeling is new. No longer simply partners and best friends. You have now become wife to one another and can now seal the agreement with a kiss.
I love you.
I love you.
And now to all the friends and family who have come to celebrate this marriage, I would like to present for the first time anywhere, Mrs. and Mrs. Hallam.
You good? Yeah. Thank you.